Think your best running days are completely behind you? Listen, if you're a runner over 40, you've probably been told to slow down, take it easy, or just accept that your glory days are over. But what if I told you that aging doesn't automatically mean slowing down? There are real, incredibly fit people well over 40 moving dynamically every single day. They aren't superhumans. They simply stopped fighting their biology and started working with it. Welcome, runners! I'm so glad you're joining us for this explainer. Today, we are opening the Coach's Playbook for Running After 40. I'm going to give you a highly actionable blueprint to totally shift your mindset. We're tossing out that old no pain, no gain mentality because, honestly, it just doesn't work for us anymore. Instead, we're going to learn how to train smarter, stay injury-free, and run stronger with every single mile. Okay, let's dive right into our game plan for today. We'll be covering biology after 40, the secret of slower running, why recovery is the real training, the 2-day rule for injuries, a weekly schedule for busy professionals, and finally, motivation when progress slows. I know you're busy, so we're keeping this highly efficient and packed with value. Let's get to it. Section 1, Biology after 40. It's time to stop fighting biology and start working with it. If you've been struggling lately, feeling more fatigued, or dealing with nagging aches, I want to validate that right now. Your body genuinely is changing, and this is a turning point, not a finish line. This brilliantly illustrates the difference. A 25-year-old can absolutely crush a track workout and be ready to go hard again in 48 hours. But a 45-year-old doing that exact same session, they might need up to 96 hours to clear the inflammatory markers and fully recover. That is pure physiology, folks, not weakness. Trying to force a 25-year-old schedule onto a 45-year-old's recovery timeline is a guaranteed one-way ticket to Injury City. Let's look under the hood at what's actually happening. First, sarcopenia. That's the gradual loss of fast-twitch muscle fibers. Then, a decrease in mitochondria, which are basically your cell's engines if you stop training. We've also got hormonal shifts that impact sleep and repair, and our connective tissues like tendons and ligaments lose a bit of elasticity and adapt much slower to stress. But here is the good news, speaking coach to runner. While these changes are real, consistent aerobic and strength training can dramatically slow this decline. You are absolutely not doomed if you just dose the stress properly and build up gradually. Moving on to Section 2, the secret of slower running. Building your base the right way, without compromise. Now, here is the absolute biggest mistake returning runners make: confusing effort with productivity. Lock this metric into your brain. 70 to 80%. 70 to 80% of your weekly runs must be at a conversational, genuinely easy pace. If you can't speak in full, complete sentences, you are going too fast. This isn't a suggestion, it's a rule. This easy pace is exactly how you build capillary networks and strengthen those slow-adapting tendons without getting hurt. We so often fall into this trap, running every single session at a medium-hard effort. We call this the gray zone. You feel productive because you're sweating and working hard, right? But it is literally the fastest route to a plateau and an injury. It generates way too much structural stress for your joints, but gives you very little aerobic adaptation compared to a truly easy run. Save your hard efforts for the days when they are actually on the schedule. Section 3, recovery is the real training. This is where the adaptation actually happens. We need a massive paradigm shift here. Training does not make you fitter. Training is merely the trigger. Recovery is the actual lever that forces your body to adapt and get stronger. And the sharpest tool in your recovery toolkit, 7 to 9 hours of sleep, period. This is a completely non-negotiable training variable. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormones, protein synthesis revs up, and inflammation is cleared. If you're scraping by on 5 hours of sleep, you're actively sabotaging your body's ability to repair itself. Before you even think about adding another mile or a speed workout to your week, you have to get your sleep dialed in. Fix this first. Keep the bedroom cool and strictly limit alcohol, which wrecks your sleep architecture even in small amounts. Master this foundation, because every single other thing we talk about depends on it. But what about your days off? There is a huge difference between active recovery and passive rest. Passive rest means sitting totally still on the couch. Ironically, this often leaves you feeling worse and stiffer 48 hours after a hard run. Active recovery, on the other hand, is a 20-minute walk, some light cycling, or an easy swim. This clears out metabolic byproducts without adding structural strain. Just keep a strict heart rate ceiling of 120 to 130 beats per minute to make sure you're moving safely. Section 4, the 2-day rule. This is the simplest injury triage system you will ever use. If you want to dodge common over 40 issues like Achilles tendinopathy or IT band syndrome, this is your ultimate preventative tool. We have to learn how to read early warning signs. It's totally fine to push through general muscle fatigue, mild soreness, or just mental resistance on an easy day. But it is absolutely mandatory to stop the second you feel sharp joint pain, tendon pain, or any pain that literally changes the way you run. Here is the crucial 3-step rule. 1. You notice pain during or after a run. 2. If it totally resolves within 24 hours, it's manageable. But 3. If it persists for more than 2 consecutive days, stop and assess. Listen to me on this one. Taking 3 extra days off early on will save you from losing 3 full weeks to an injury you stubbornly tried to run through. Do not negotiate with tendon pain. Section 5, Weekly Schedule for Busy Pros. Let's look at a plan built around your life, not against it. Let's move to the schedule and see how this builds into a practical week. A training plan that ignores your busy life is doomed. By stacking your strength training onto your easy run days, we keep your hard days hard and your easy days truly easy. Notice those dedicated rest days on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? That ensures you're never overcooked. Tuesday and Thursday are for shorter runs, maybe a little tempo on Thursday, while Saturday is sacred for your long, strictly easy Zone 2 run. This schedule builds massive fitness while aggressively protecting your joints. Your homework for this week? Schedule these sessions into your calendar just like they're critical meetings with your boss. And when life inevitably gets crazy, because it always does, protect that long run, shorten everything else if you have to, and follow the golden rule. Never miss 2 consecutive sessions. 1 miss is a blip, 2 is a pattern. Finally, Section 6, Motivation when Progress Slows. Let's talk about the mental side of running after 40. It can be incredibly frustrating to look down at your watch and see a pace that's slower than what you ran a decade ago. That's why we need mental resilience. Try this reframe. Compare yourself to the version of you that isn't running at all. You've got to change your definition of success. Running a slower 10K at age 46, completely injury-free and feeling strong, is a massive athletic achievement compared to sitting on the couch. If you're a numbers person and need hard data, look up age-graded performance tables online. These tables adjust your finish times for your age and give you a percentage score. A 70% age-graded performance is equivalent to a really strong performance at literally any age. Use this tool to objectively celebrate your current fitness and stop being haunted by your 30-year-old PRs. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with the ultimate coach's truth. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Success after 40 isn't about perfectly executing one soul-crushing track workout. It is simply about showing up, being patient, making sure your easy days stay easy, and remaining consistent for the long haul. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you ready to stop fighting your body and start your best running decade yet? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you want the complete roadmap, click the link in the description to grab the full Running After 40 guide. Trust me, your future self is going to thank you. Keep showing up, run smart, and I'll see you out on the road.